Crime and Punishment by Fyodor Dostoevsky tells the gripping story of Rodion Raskolnikov, a poor ex-student living in St. Petersburg, Russia. Set in the mid-19th century, the novel explores themes of morality, guilt, and redemption. The story begins with Raskolnikov, a highly intelligent but deeply troubled young man, who believes in his own superiority and considers himself above society's laws. In his pursuit of an extraordinary life, he concocts a theory that some individuals, such as Napoleon, have the right to commit crimes for the greater good. Motivated by this idea, Raskolnikov decides to murder a pawnbroker, Alyona Ivanovna, believing that by doing so, he could use her wealth to help those in need, freeing himself from moral and financial burdens. After committing the crime, Raskolnikov is plagued by guilt and fear of being discovered. He forms a complex relationship with police detective Porfiry Petrovich, who suspects him of the crime but lacks the necessary evidence to prove it. As the investigation progresses, Raskolnikov's mental state deteriorates, leading to feverish episodes and hallucinations. Meanwhile, Raskolnikov becomes involved in the lives of several other characters who are intimately affected by the murder. He develops a romantic relationship with Sanya Marmeladov, a young prostitute, who serves as a moral compass for him and becomes a symbol of redemption. Raskolnikov also supports the Marmeladov family, particularly the alcoholic father, Marmeladov, and the consumptive sister, Katerina Ivanovna, who live in extreme poverty. As the novel unfolds, Raskolnikov's conscience torments him further, and he is consumed by both internal and external pressures. He begins to realize the error of his worldview and the devastating effects his actions have had on others. In one pivotal moment, he confesses his crime to Sanya, seeking solace and absolution. The climax of the novel occurs when Raskolnikov is interrogated by Porfiry Petrovich, who subtly reveals his suspicions and probes his psyche. Finally, Raskolnikov breaks down and confesses his crime, leading to his arrest and imprisonment. In prison, Raskolnikov undergoes a transformative period of soul-searching and introspection. He is haunted by his guilt and grapples with the question of whether redemption is possible for a person as morally corrupted as he believes himself to be. Eventually, through encounters with fellow prisoners and the unwavering support of Sanya, Raskolnikov begins to find hope in his potential for redemption and the possibility of renewal. The novel concludes with Raskolnikov's release from prison and his ultimate acceptance of his past actions. He resolves to atone for his crime, seeking to rebuild his life and make amends for the damage he caused. Through his journey, Dostoevsky explores the complex nature of guilt, the power of compassion and forgiveness, and the search for personal redemption. Crime and Punishment is a seminal work of Russian literature, delving deep into the human psyche and raising profound questions about the nature of morality and the consequences of one's actions. Dostoevsky's masterful storytelling and psychological insight make it a timeless classic that continues to resonate with readers worldwide.